Hey guys, good morning. I hope you're okay. I hope you're being safe. Um, I hope that you are ready for the next part of your second conditional, which would be second conditional negative. And I hope that you have been working at home. Remember, don't post anything on the wall. Do everything in the and through private message, but don't send anything yet because I think that this homework will be probably for Wednesday, Monday. It depends. I'm gonna write in there for when the homework is going to be, so don't worry about this. Okay, so let's do second conditional, but in the negative form. Let's start. Okay, so I don't remember if we did first conditional negative. We didn't. Oh no, we did. I think that I gave you some negative things to do. If not, you're gonna be able to practice it right now. Okay. So for the second conditional, we will use the word F, which means see, but not as a positive statement, but as a condition, and would. But in this case, we are going to use would not or wouldn't. Okay. So both of these are gonna mean the suffix of the word. So if we write for an example, wouldn't eat, then it would be no comería. Okay? So there is not direct translation from this word to the Spanish because this would be only dia would be the would part and nt or not would be the no and then added to the verb eat. So basically it's like a puzzle. You take some pieces and you put them apart. As always in English and Spanish, they go backwards most of the time. Okay. So now that we have this, we will rewrite the formula so you can start making your sentences. Obviously, everything should be copied in your board, so in your notebook. So pause the video, rewind the video, and copy everything. So let's do your formula. We have now. We start with F. Sorry, I have to write formula. This has been a very hot morning today. Jesus. No, formula. Okay, so we have F plus F plus noun plus would, sorry, wouldn't. Can you practice that word? Wouldn't, wouldn't, wouldn't. The L kind of doesn't sound, so when you say, you wouldn't say wouldn't, 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 wouldn't. Plus your verb in past. Some people texted me through your platform and I was like, the formula is there. And as you can remember, when we make, if you forget what the formula goes or how something goes, you just go back to the sentence and you will see that oh no, wait, that the tense would be if we help, if you exercise. Oh wait, second. If we study, yeah, it's in past. So one of you was asking me if it was in past or present, and I didn't really remember at the moment. So I told her, go to the platform, watch the video, and in the formula you will see. But if you forget it from the formula, maybe you can remember it from the sentence. Being confused in grammar is normal. Forget some things is normal. But you have to remember to go back to what you had before, to what you did before, so you can be guided. You cannot remember a formula, but you can remember a sentence. That's why sometimes I tell you to try to translate them, because if you try to make an interpretation of a sentence, it will be easier for your memory to hold it in Spanish. So you can kind of like make an interpretation in English, so you can kind of remember it for your exam. It's like a big puzzle again. So you have, if you wouldn't swam, noun. Oh wait, complement. Police, something happened. Plus, comma, remember this, in F, plus, noun, plus, trying to make it pretty, plus, wouldn't again, plus, verb in present. Now in this one it's in present, so you should remember that. Plus complement. Now it's kind of like a long formula, but once you start making your sentences, you'll see how easy it is. Let's, for an example, choose the verb die. Not die of death, not die of the lack of life. Die of coloring something. I can dye my hair with hair coloring and make it purple. Because I had, right, Suri and Clary? I can dye, or embude. I can dye my shirt. I can just color it in another color with coloring dyes, hair, fabric dyes. I can dye my skin with makeup. I can dye a lot of things. Fabric, hair, skin. So let's use this. It's the act of applying color to something. So you say, if, sorry, I keep remember how to write the I. Miss Lucia would be better at that. If I wouldn't died, past tense. Now that was another question. Someone told me, Mister, but you write him in present. Yes, 6th grade. The formula says in past, so you just take this into past by adding the or ed. In this case it's an irregular because you cannot, died would be something different. This would mean the lack of life. This is the act of coloring. So if I tell you in the formula it is in past and I give it to you in present, just change it into past. Otherwise you have a big mistake and you're losing points. Follow instructions. So if I wouldn't dyed my shoe purple, comma, I wouldn't be so angry. So as you can see, remember we do the opposites of the sentences. So we would say, if I wouldn't dye my shoe purple, comma, I wouldn't be so angry. Si no, so this one is a complete interpretation. Si no hubiera si no hubiera tenido mi zapato púrpura, yo no hubiera estado tan enojado. And as you can see, we never said I. We could have said, si yo no hubiera tenido mi zapato púrpura, yo no estaría tan enojado. But then again, it's an interpretation because there's no direct translation because it's not written in the same order. Otherwise, we would say, si yo no hubiera tenido mi zapato púrpura, yo no hubiera ser tan enojado. Well, I mean, you could kind of translate it directly, not all the time. Now, how do we write the opposite of this? We just take whatever is written after the comma and we start the sentence with that. So we write, I wouldn't be so angry if I wouldn't dyed my shoe purple. So as you can see, you're just making the same sentence but in a different order and you're saying the same. Yo no estaría tan enojado si yo no hubiera tenido mi zapato púrpura. So we just, the purpose of the topic is for you to be able to take the second conditional in positive or negative and just write it in any order that you can imagine. There's no limit for that. So this will be your task. I'm going to write a couple verbs in there. Obviously, in present, you have to take them into positive. Don't forget to use the formula, and let's assign your homework. Remember, if you needed to copy this, because all of this should be copied in your notebook, then just pause the video and rewind it back, okay? Excellent. Okay, so we have in here homework. You are going to make two sentences, the opposites of the following verbs okay, so you will make no, it wasn't two sentences, was it? What did I give you last time? How many sentences should you make? We said that we would use, for an example, die. We're gonna use die. Stain. Stain is when you are eating something and it falls in your clothing and you're like, it's stained because there's like a stain in there. Color. Workout. Now, workout, it's an irregular one. Workout is making exercise, but in the States, nobody says, I'm going to do exercise. Well, some people do, but the go-to phrase to say, I'm going to go to the gym, they don't say exercise. They say, I'm going to work out. The past tense, and I'm going to tell you this, so if you ask me in the platform, Mister, what is the past tense of workout? Worked out. So you're going to add ed to work. You're not gonna say work outed. Worked out. Worked out. Okay? Uh, Study. I don't know if I gave it study in the other one. Sing. Let's see. So you have to make opposite sentences with this. So you are going to make sentences. If I. So you're going. Oh, I remember. You're gonna make 7 sentences with each. So you're gonna make. Oh no, 6. 6 because you were doing opposites. So 6 with this, 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 6 with this. Translate. Travel. So you have 6 and 6. Heal. Shoot. Now this can be different kind of things. This in this case, for an example, if you fall from your bike and someone puts alcohol and bandages in you, that's heal. There's multiple uses for the word because you're healing when it's getting better. But if someone gets wounded and they have to put alcohol in it, or they wash it and they put bandages, they're healing it. Shoot, you can shoot a basketball, you shoot it. You can shoot with a gun, or you can shoot a piece of paper. If you have a piece of paper and you throw it, you shoot it at a basket. So it's the use it with the topic of balls and the topic of paper balls. Okay, to shoot something at, shoot it. Okay, so we have 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. 60 sentences. Okay, a little less than 5th grade, but it's okay. So let's make the first example. With die for an example, we have 1 die, and then you will make die. You always start with F. If I wouldn't died my backpack red, I wouldn't be so mad. Now when you're done with this, you make the opposite of it. And so you start by the comma. I wouldn't be so mad if I wouldn't dyed my backpack red. Okay, so we have the first, and then we have to make, if you need to copy this, you can pause it and copy it. Those are the words that you are going to use. So you are going to make 6 sentences with each or one of those words. So we have 2 already. Let's make another example just for you to have an example. I'm not gonna give you all your examples. Let's make to die. If you change it. If you wouldn't dyed your hair pink, comma, you wouldn't be so you wouldn't be pink. Maybe the hair color made you pink, and then you write the opposite. You wouldn't be pink if you wouldn't dye your hair pink. So see, basically you're thinking only for one sentence because the other sentence is the copy of the same sentence. Now, something that I want you to notice in here is that you should not repeat the same verb or the same complement, because if you do, you're losing points. So if you do this one with you, you're gonna follow this order: one sentence with I, one with you, one with we, one with they, one with she, one with he, one with it. You can write one with Shayla, one with Lucio, one with the dog. But I don't want you to repeat them. Once you finish with this, you can start repeating them. But I don't want all the sentences with I, or all the sentences with you, or all the sentences with we, or only the 3 of this. You're gonna make one set. For an example, the next one, if we already did I and then we you, the next one we would be they. And for the next word, it would be 2 sentences with we, 2 sentences with they, 2 sentences with she, and then 2 with he, 2 with it, 2 with Shayla or Susana or Alondra or whatever you want to change it for, and then 2 with Lucio and the dog, and then you repeat it on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And please don't repeat your complements, because if you do, you're not doing much of it. So this is your homework. I hope that is clear enough, so you don't have a lot of questions. But if you do, let me know through the platform that you made a question. Don't WhatsApp me, please. And if you have to, because there's no other way for you to get an answer, do it from 7:45 to 2:25. I hope that you're having fun, and this homework will be for Wednesday, so you have a lot of time. See you guys.